this computer. Hello, everyone. How many days till Christmas? I haven't counted them up. Somebody here count them up. We're glad you're here because we are going to be talking tonight all about the hair. Hair is important. Take care of your hair, how to take care of it with the Jafra. What's great about our new hair care products. They're going to talk about special deals with Jafra. But before we begin, first of all, I'm Vicki Hacking. I am the only English ambassador in the English market, and I'm glad to be here today with all of you. And I have my co-hosts who are Bronwyn and Daryl, who helped me put on the Hive. Welcome to the Hive. We're live tonight because you're all here. So you're live on the Hive tonight. Many of you will be watching this meeting on Facebook, which it's being recorded right now on my VIP team on Facebook. Then the other thing is we will be recording this meeting and putting it on YouTube. So if you want to see all the meetings we've done, like last week's, maybe you missed last week, then by all means, go to my YouTube channel, which is my name, Vicki Hacking. And I'm just looking here. Where are you, Helen? I was just going to make Helen a co-host tonight if she feels up to it, but I can't see her. Say something, Helen. Oh, there you are. There we go, Helen. I'm going to make you a co-host because you do a good job at that. All right. So I am excited about, I don't know if you're excited, but we got a lot of deals to talk about tonight. I can't keep up with all of it, but Bronwyn seems to keep up with it. So thank you so much, Bronwyn, for keeping us on track. And you really, at this time, you really need to tune into the Hive because we are all a little confused, but maybe she'll make sense out of all of it. So again, tonight is Bronwyn. It's her night. She has the stage. I'm going to be the co-host, taking you through the Hive and the Hub and all of that. And we'll be working for both of our catalogs tonight. But Bronwyn, give us a little background on yourself. You want to introduce yourself? Tell a little bit about yourself tonight, since you are the star. Bronwyn Esteban, take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Vicki. It is an honor to be the guest speaker in the Hive. We are live in the Hive, and today is Monday, November 27, 2023. And Vicki had asked us to, how many more days do we have left until Christmas 23? Yeah. We're almost there. We are almost,
like 20, maybe what, 20?
It's like 23. Yeah. Okay. So Vicki has asked me to come as your guest for this evening. We are going to talk about hair. And the reason she asked me, thank you very much, Vicki, is I am a licensed cosmetologist in the state of California. That has been my background before I even became a Jafra consultant. I've been with Jafra since 1985. I kind of hummed and hawed about coming into Jafra because I really needed a product that was going to prove to me that would do wonders. And when trying our royal jelly doing wonders, I knew this is what I want to do. Also, one of the, I want to say first Jafra official meetings I was at, besides multiple parties attending, was hosted by Helen Wells and a team of people. And when she opened that meeting, she introduced some people to come forward to help her with the meeting. And then they went through the audience questioning if you're a Jafra consultant or a Jafra manager, and how long have you been with Jafra? And I was so impressed. There were people saying 20 years, 15 years, even 5 years. That is impressive for anybody who is staying with a company that long. Told me as a guest in the audience, they're doing business. They have a customer. They must be doing something they love to be doing it for 5 years, 15 years, 20 years. And here I am, 38 years into Jafra, and I love Jafra just as much today as I did in 1985. Products have changed, but have just gotten better. And with our hair care line that has changed tremendously and it just keeps getting better. So what I'm going to do is take you through all about hair care, what Jafra has, and how to do, sorry about that, that was my phone, that and what Jafra has, what our specials are in hair care today, and how you can help your client understand about hair care. So hair, what is it? Hair is a protein filament and it grows from a follicle found in the dermis. The dermis is a layer of skin. So whether it is on your body or on your head, we still have follicles all over our body. We lose an amazing amount of hair daily, and hair growth repeats itself. Hair defines mammals. So when we look at certain, like a bear, their hair could be very different than hair on a dog, and of course, hair on a human. The most common interest that we have as people in our hair growth is about the hair type we have and how we care for our hair. Hair is a biomaterial composed of protein, and it is notably alpha keratin. And you may have heard this buzzword of keratin and keratin type of treatments that are being advertised on TV today or promoted in hair salons. We're not going to go into the details about that because we want everything related as to how it affects you and you talking with your clients and consultants too, because you may be a leader and you might be learning and hearing this for the first time, and that's okay. But what we want to see happen is that you are continuing teaching your team so that we keep reviewing what we do. It's just like practicing being a Jafra consultant. When you take a hair strand, a single piece of hair, and put it under a microscope, it might be shocking when you look at it because your hair strand is rather very fine and smooth. When you put it under a microscope, it looks like a saw. It's all jagged. It has multiple layers, and we call that hair shaft and scales. It looks very different than what we think we are feeling. And about our hair, when we look in the mirror, we have an attitude about what we're looking at. It's a self-image of our face, and our hair is just another feature to our image. We might have an attitude about that because there's hairstyles, many different kind of hairstyle. And then there's people with hair removals. Some people just shave their head and they don't have anything on their head. There's personal beliefs about our hair. Some might have a social position about their hair, believe it or not. With age, our hair is constantly changing. Gender, men and women may have different types of hair. Textures might be the same, or it could even be religion. People feel about different things with their hair based on a religious belief. Hair is also, believe it or not, a sensory function. So you can go ahead and touch your hair, and it might be very soft, it might be coarse, it might be very, let's say, pinkyish. It might be very dry. So there's a lot of sensory function that with the sense of touch, it just goes beyond the surface of the skin. It's also the outer part is our hair. Eyelashes. Eyelashes is hair. We don't seem to perceive it as that, but it is. So how you care for your eyelashes. Have you ever thought about it? When we do self-care is more than beyond the body. It's everything. It's how we take care of our nails, how we do our hair, how we take care of our brows and eyelashes, because that is an extension of hair on our face. So eyelashes have a presence that potentially can be harmful matters. I know that sounds a little bit funny, but it's true. Go ahead, look it up. Eyebrows and eyelashes is a protection of sweat, dirt, rain. When we look at a face, we can see if you are scrolling, if you are happy, based on how our facial features move. That starts with your eyebrows. So sadness, anger, surprise, that's all red on your face. And it starts with the eyebrows, because when you're surprised, it's like, oh. So it's a different look. And when we do that, our whole face moves, including the scalp. Believe it or not, it does. Hair care is in the category of hygiene. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so I went to school to learn with many hours of practice about hair care. And not only hair, in cosmetology school, you also do an extension of chemistry, nail care, a lot of body care. So when I came into Jafra, I thought this is right up my alley. It kind of flows with what I know about. Okay, so in cosmetology, we did work with the scalp, we worked with hair, we worked with beards, and of course, there's other body hairs we don't need to mention here today. Hair color, we cut, we trim. What is the difference between cut and trim? Nothing. You're still cutting off the hair. So when you say, oh, I just want to trim, I just want to pay a little bit because it's just the trim. No, they're cutting your hair. It's still a haircut. So if she's charging you 35 to 65 for a haircut, that's what it is today, folks. We also do with our hair is we shave it, we pluck it, we wax, we do sugaring. And then there is for the eyebrows, or maybe other parts too, threading. That has that's very interesting. That's something I have not learned to do, and I don't have the desire to learn to do threading, and that's okay. Grooming is like our personal habits of how we take care of our hygiene, our hair, and our body. And with Jafra as consultants, we talk to our clients in asking questions to find out, what can I help you with? What kind of needs do they have? They might not know that we have a whole line of hair care. In hair care, it's about shampooing, it's caring for our scalp. Some might have a medical condition, and maybe some of you have found that you have dealt with a medical condition. But when you're talking to clients and they are explaining things, there are things that is, you need to see a professional on that, because it could be the condition of the scalp is due for a medical reason. In hair, those who may have very dry hair, or they say, I have breakage, but then I have dry skin too, they too need to be referred to a medical professional. Medical professionals will do assessments. They might have a thyroid disorder. They might need a comprehensive TSH thyroid panel, which will then find their medical condition if it's thyroid related. Hair can also be hormone related. You might not think of it as that, but it is. Those going through that are young, going through puberty, may have greasier hair. It comes and goes. All of that is hormone related. And then there are those who have moldy hair. Have you ever heard of that? How do you have moldy hair? Those that wash their hair and then just stick it in a ponytail and go to bed. And when they take their hair out, it's a musty smell. And they repeat that over and over, not realizing that in the shafts of the hair starts to grow mold. And They don't even know it. So that's why you need professionals. Okay, so a lot of us do styling at home, and that is great if you know how and you have confidence, if you've been taught. Some of us use a product called mousse or a gel. Some of us use hot tools. The hot tool might be a flat iron, it might be a curling iron, it might just be hot rollers. When you're using your hot tools, are you putting a heat protectant on your hair? And maybe you don't even know what I'm talking about. You might go in and have a salon where they do chemical straightening, hair color, bleaching. These are kind of things you want to leave to a professional. In hair color, we have permanent color, semi-permanent, a demi color. We have bleach and toners. We have something out there called splat and vivid. We even have a clear coating that can be put on your hair. Some of you might think about back in the 70s when we did the spray in called sun in, and you spray it on your hair and go out in the sun and your hair just lightens up. You can do that with lemon juice, by the way. And then some go to the store and buy color in a box, and they do it at home care. Then we have this keratin, and we have Brazilian blowouts, which we spend a lot of money doing. Some of these things only coat the hair and they start to dry out your hair and on and on. Those things you pay a lot of money for. You now have a covering of metallic salts on your hair, and that's a whole nother talk to talk about later. Okay, so what we want to do is bring you into about Jafra and how we're going to talk about our hair products to a client. If you are a brand new consultant and is hearing this for the first time, I'm glad you're here because we all need to practice what we do. In Jafra, we have Jafra parties as a consultant. I still have a habit of calling myself Jafra teaching consultant. I started that in 1985 because I taught classes. I taught groups of women how to take care of their skin and the whole line of what Jafra has to offer to them. So, as a teaching consultant, I would bring along and invite any consultant that I may have recently sponsored who may live in my area. And I asked them, would you like to come along with me to my class? I want you to watch and observe so you can go home and practice doing what I do to gain confidence. When you are going to set up your Jafra party, I want you to write this down because maybe some of you don't even think about how many different parties can I offer a single hostess. There are many. There's skincare, color care, nail care. And when I'm mentioning this is sometimes a consultant wants to bring in it all at one time so that they have this grand party for their hostess. But when you break it down, you have multiple guests, a single hostess, and by the time the second and third party or class comes around, she's thinking about doing what you're doing. Trust me. And when you meet a client who is interested in multiple parties, it's when you bring skincare, you're just talking about skincare. When you offer a color party, it's just about the color. At every party we do, we always do what we call a royal jelly presentation. Royal jelly presentations is almost like right after you introduce yourself about Jafra and what Jafra is all about. You want to introduce the star of the show, which is royal jelly. And you talk about then royal jelly throughout your party, throughout your presentation, to create a desire for the guests who want to be hostess also. So if you haven't practiced your royal jelly presentation, I'm going to ask Vicki on the first week of every month in 2024, we will ask a hostess, a consultant, someone to do a royal jelly presentation. It's very short and quick, but throughout the year, then you could see 12 people do royal jelly presentation. Each one will talk about the same product, but will have a different way of presenting. And then it will give you ideas how to be confident as a successful consultant, royal jelly presentations. Now, going back to talking about your parties and classes that you're going to offer to your clients. Skincare, color care, nail care, I mentioned. Hair care, which we're going to preview today. Body care, a class just about fragrances. You can have a whole presentation, royal jelly and fragrances, because we have so many to offer to our clients. We also do foot care spa classes, which can be very different than the body care line. And you let them know it goes, this is a two-parter class here. The first class we do foot care, and the second class is talking about body care. Are you kidding? We have so many products to put on the body. Why not have a special hostess just for that? We do stop and shop, which are our tabletops, and show and tell. Show and tell is very different than stop and shop. So we can talk about that some other time. So you can offer your hostess 9 different Jafra party classes, all with royal jelly presentation. For the spa hair care, let's talk about what you would do. You have your hostess, and I'm not going to go in about, how do you get people to come and all that. I'm just going to go, what do you want them to bring? There's a large towel and a wide tooth comb. And it must be specified wide tooth because they're going to do a treatment with their hair that they need to comb the product through the hair. And to do it properly, the comb must be wide tooth. Also, I would suggest as to what they should wear to this party class. They should wear really just a plain t-shirt because at a hair care class, they're going to get wet. We're dealing with water. In the beginning, you introduce yourself, you do your royal jelly presentation. They're going to wash their hands. That would be one way of doing a mini hand treatment right there. Talk about each of the products in doing what you're going to do. That is really tops in the beginning, is so guests know what to expect throughout what we're going to do. We're going to wash our hair. We might condition it. We're going to put hair mask on. Maybe you want to do half hair mask and help half the scalp massaging. So you want to think about all of this in advance. What kind of products do you have that you're going to bring to your hair care class? Are you going to focus on hair care class for a whole month? Don't forget if there are products that you don't have that you want to do for hair care, order it, pre-order it in advance because everything you use for your demo is tax write-off. It's supporting you and your business. When you take products to your class, I'm going to hold this up. I don't know if you can see it. You should be able to. It's right in front of my face. This is my product that I use. Now, if I didn't have one, I would take this one. But what you want to do when you go to your party classes is the same when we were taught with our so-called, if you think about 30 years ago, facial cocktail. You never took a facial cocktail product that was half empty. You always want to make sure your bottles are all the way filled to the top. So if I was going to take my hair detangler, I would take a brand new one to a party and then have one as a refill. So I just keep refilling my bottles for the next one and the next one because you never want to take something half empty. It just doesn't look good. Presentation matters. It really does. So you want to make sure your bottles are clean. You might want to take a little sticky, just something very small to put the retail price on it because it may be on sale, but they may want to know how much are they saving from it. So it gives you then a visual as you're talking about the product. And this is $15 because I got a little sticky on it that gave me that information. So in your spa class, you might want to have spa relaxing type of music going on. You might want to give a gift to all of the guests who came. An eye mask is a wonderful gift so that when they are conditioning their hair, after they condition it, by the way, you can ask them to bring in a shower cap. That is what I have because this just works. We have a store here called Smart and Final, and you can buy a box of what they call t-shirt bags. When you go shopping, they're just small plastic bags with a handle on it. And it looks like this with handles on it. I just opened this up. And by the way, my husband doesn't like these bags because he didn't know how to open them. And I said, give me the bag. And I showed him the trick. Right at the side is you open the bag. And when you open this side up, the rest of the bag opens. You put the bag on the head and you have one of these little clamp things. Buy 2 sets, 2 dozen of them. Have them with you in a baggie. You know, you could provide this and not depend on your hostess to do that at your spa party. So everybody puts the plastic bag over their hair because what it does, it keeps the heat of the head all together with the hair. And when you have this on for 5 minutes, let me tell you, it makes a big, big difference. So while this 5 minutes is going on, they put the bag on the head. They clamp the ends with this little clamper here. They put the eye mask and you can play spa music. Let's say you don't have any spa music to play. Maybe Jafra will bring it back if we request it. But you can talk softly. You can read a poem. You can play any kind of very soft music just to get your guests to feel a little bit relaxed. At the end of that, they're going to take their turn, go back to the sink, and wash off whether they use the scalp or whether they use the hair mask, and they're going to wash it off. Then they can go ahead and use the detangler. Don't think that at your spa hair care class, you have to use every single product in the line for hair care. No, you're introducing the hair care line, but 3 or 4 products works. Sometimes when we try to put too much, doing a hair care and a hand care and our foot care all in one class, is overwhelming. And the purchasing part at the end when we do orders might be lower than if you just focused on one and put a bundle together. And now they have a complete hair care set. One of my absolutely favorites, and I know it might be some of yours too, is this nourishing oil because the nourishing oil can be used for multiple things other than just our hair. When we use the nourishing oil, if you're going to use it as a treatment, you can put it on wet hair that needs to be washed out. The way I use it is I squirt it in my hands, a couple of drops, pat my hand together. I pat it because if I start doing this, now I have rubbed the substance in my palms. And believe it or not, your palms absorb some of that oil. So I want most of it going on my hair, not into my palms, unless my palms are very dry. I was working in the garden and I need an extra treatment. Then you would put that in your palm, rub it into your nails. You can rub it right on the base of your cuticles, of your toes, rub it all in.
Can you hear the spa music? I got some spa
Ah,
music going on.
anyway, the hair, the hair nourishing oil. If you just have dry ends and you want to go ahead and just nourish the end, do that at night. Rub it in, rub it between your palms like that. And that will help the end. In the morning, when you wash your hair, after putting this in overnight, your hair glistens. It is beautiful. It will shine like it hasn't in a long time. So that's just talking about two of the detangle. You know, one of the things that in Jafra we learned is doing everything on the back of the hand. We're getting a little bit away from that. So I hope some of the training we do in 2024, we go back to basics and teaching how to do the back of the hand. And I'm really serious about this because I've seen some of the new videos that Jafra's doing in promoting some of our products. And I'm noticing that they're overusing products and it's not being applied the way Jan Day talked about applying Jafra products. We have more control on the back of our hand than we do when we open our hand. Now, there are very few products that we open our hand to do that. I'm not going to go into that, but in our detangle, this is just one product that I agree, a few squirts directly onto the hair. Note I said few. Don't overuse the detangle because you'll find that your hair might be gummy after it's dried. So it's just a squirt. A little bit of Jafra goes a long way, whether we're using body care, skin care, that applies to our hair care too. Trust me on that. You can go ahead and try and practice and see if what I'm saying is true. Okay, so now I'm going to take you through Jafra hair care products. And then after we go through what are the products that Jafra has to offer to our consultants and clients, then we're going to take you into what's on sale today. What is our best deal in our hair care? We have a lot more hair care products than you might really think about. So what I'm going to do is just briefly talk about it as we get to each page. And Vicki is going to open this in the Jafra Biz. If you are a teaching consultant like me, you can go ahead and direct your clients to the same way. Now, right now, she's at the November catalog, and we're going to switch over to the product catalog. Now, how you find that is you go to Jafra Biz Hub, and on the very first box of the Jafra Biz says monthly tools, monthly brochures, and you have two boxes that you can go ahead and click on.
Can you see the full brochure? Have I got the product catalog up or not?
We are looking at the November brochure and not the product catalog right now. And what we want is to look at the product catalog.
It's on my screen, so just a minute.
Okay.
All right, hold on just a minute. I'm going to I'll stop the share and then I'm going to share again. Hold on just a minute. I had it up. Okay, here we go. Let's see. What's that look like, Bronwyn?
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
So here we are with our product catalog that we have what's available today. Okay, when we open it, it's about Jan and Frank. Oh, can you stop right here, Vicki, for a second?
Uh-huh.
Just want to point something out because every time I look at this page, I get really excited. Look at the green, what's in green. And the green is the sylvan moss.
Oh my
Gosh,
God.
Jaffa would bring that back. I still have people asking me, did they ever bring that green gel back?
Mhm.
So it would be nice to see Jaffa do a retro and bring that back. Okay, Vicki, we are going to go to the product catalog to page 64. So you're going to move a lot really fast looking for page 64 because it introduces, oh, here we are. Okay, I love it.
Good. Didn't I do good?
That was quick. Okay, on page 64, I want to point out to you is our Precious Protein Extra Care Balm. In hair care, you bring this product with you, and they are going to put this on their eyebrows and eyelashes. I strongly suggest for you to try this sometime at night. And you can do that with your nourishing oil. But you know what? This extra care balm ends up on my lips. Believe it or not, sometimes it's even behind my ears. Anywhere that you need extra care on your body, put this on. I love this product. To me, it's like a little pot of gold. When you open it, it's kind of golden. I hope Jaffa never takes this away because many of us would be upset about it. In the beginning, when I first came in, that was our eye cream, was this. Okay, now it says precious protein. So I'm just going to briefly talk about that word because we don't have precious protein oil anymore. And many of us had habits of putting a little few drops of precious protein on a dry scalp and through our hair, and then would wrap it around or comb it through and might go to bed with it. Some of you might still do that if you have stocked up on the precious protein body oil. But we don't take that to our party classes today because we don't always have this. If it's a promotion for that month during your party in class, by all means, take it. Okay, so Precious Protein is one of the products. The next one is right on this page too, Vicki, is the Jafra Scalp and Hair Massage, the Scalp Massage and Hair Treatment. And it tells you right there with the title what this product is all about. You massage it into your scalp, and it's a hair treatment. A treatment for hair is very different than a hair conditioner. This is a special product for the hair. It is $31. It is 7-ounce size. And what does it say? It helps condition your hair. It is wonderful for your scalp. And when you put it on, you might really feel some kind of a sensation. It's working. It just might give you a little bit of tingly. Okay, so the question is, do I use this in the shower? How am I going to use this? This is what I suggest, not to use it in the shower. Because when you are in the shower, your shower is full of steam, it's full of water. As soon as you open your jar, that steam and water is going right into the product, and it will. So your product won't stay as it should. If you're going to use this product, for really the best way to do it is come out of the shower and just towel dry your hair lightly, which means you put the towel on and take it off so you're not dripping wet. You've taken some of that dripping out of your hair. You go ahead and apply the product. Okay, so how am I going to get it out of the jar? If you have a big spatula, which going back to basics, remember, we don't put our finger in products. We scoop it out to keep our products fresher longer. That is the Jafra way. And we want to work with our client that Jafra way, which is what we've been taught a long time ago. So let's say I don't want to take it out with a spatula. I have to keep scooping and scooping it to how much I want. Then use a plastic spoon. So when your client purchases a product like this in a jar, tape the spatula or spoon right on top. and let them know. They've already attended your class. They're going to know how to use the product. They're going to know what that spatula and spoon is all about. We have to teach in order for them to learn how to use the product. Okay, Vicki, the next one we're going to drop down to is page 70. We're at 65 and we're going to page 70. On page 70, which go up one. Okay, so you see on page 70 is we have that Botanical Expertise Moisture Replenishment Shampoo that we've been out of stock on. It was reformulated, it came back, and then it was pulled again. And right now it is not available. And that's okay, because we know whenever Jafra is working on something, what we end up waiting for is always even better. But we do have the replenished conditioner. So, should you be taking this with you to your party class? Absolutely. You can talk about this. This might be a product that somebody absolutely needs to have. And you know what I love is right here it says you use it after rinsing, you leave it on for 3 minutes, and you rinse it off. There are many types of conditioners out there. Some you don't rinse off. So you need to explain and teach how to use the Jafra product, the Jafra way, the Jafra style, the way the product was designed to be used is taught by Jafra consultants. Next product, moisture replenishment hair mask. That's the mask that I was talking about if they wanted to at the Jafra hair care party is to put it on half the head and then the other half is the scalp massage hair treatment. And they have two different products on their hair. But some clients may say, I only want to use one, and that's fine. If you don't sell this hair mask, I bet you don't use it because we sell what we use, because we end up loving it as consultants. So I challenge you to try this. It tells you right there when to use it, how long to use it for, what to do afterwards, what's in it, shea butter, moisturize and soften the look of dry hair. I love it that Jafra gives us all this information because with Jafra, we should really only be talking about what is written, but we just need to know what is written so we know what to say. Okay, Vicki, we're going to drop down to 71, the very next one. I love all three of these. If you aren't using this, you're not selling it, I swear. Hair Detangle Shine and Spray. I have given many away as gifts, and then they rave about it. They absolutely love it. Oh, and the smell of it is so refreshing. But remember, with all Jafra products, little goes a long way, not to overuse it. And that's what you need to teach your clients too, so they don't overuse the Shine and Spray. Hair Nourishing Oil, we talked about that already. Wonderful product. Botanical Expertise Split and Repair Capsules. Comes in a jar. And you see from the picture here what to expect. There is 20 capsules inside this little jar. You twist it off just like we do the retinol or the royal jelly eye caps. You twist it off and you squeeze the grapeseed oil blend into the palm of your hand. I'm not going to go into what the botanical expertise means because it's all written in all of the information regarding what that is. But let me tell you, this split in hair capsules, if you have dry hair or have never tried it, please do. You know, if you take a jar of this to your class and you have, you play like little games. At my parties and classes, I don't play like lots of games. My games are all related to Jafra products. So if I ask a question and somebody knows the answer, they're getting tickets. And then at the end they win something. Hair capsules can be given to each guest individually as a gift for coming. Thank you for coming. I have a gift for you. And I would put it in a little plastic Ziploc. They sell these on, you have to think about this in advance if you're going to be doing this, especially hair care classes. How can I, give something away that's a Jafra product, hair care? This is the product. You put these in little baggies and then you staple to it what this is and how they're going to use it and everything. Jaffa wrote that you know what to say, what this product is. So they go home and they try this. Okay. So Vicki, let's go to page. We are going to page 71. We did that, the split ends. Okay. Now we're going to page 74, which is going into the toddler care right here. We are. And so we not only have hair care for men and women in our family, we also have men's. Shave cream is a hair care that is a promotional one. Sometimes we forget about that. The baby toddlers section is Tender Moments, the baby hair and body wash. And how you teach your clients to use this is they hold the baby before putting the baby in a little baby tub or whatever and wash the hair first. Because that way they're not sitting in the bath water with their bottom trying to get clean after being in a diaper all day. And here, let me take that water and put it on your head. You don't want to do that. So hold the baby, go ahead and do the hair wash, then put the baby in and don't put any more of that water on the head. That's how we do it, folks. And that's how you teach and show your client how to use this product. So Tender Moments Baby Body Wash, $18. Page 76, Vicki, we're going to move on down. And then we are going from page 74 to 76. And you zoomed in so you can see what page you're on. So all that we see is a zoom in picture right now.
No, I know. Hold on just a minute. I've got to redo something. I've got to go in here and it just did that when I did that with the mouse. Oh, okay, let's see what we can do. Let me stop the video and start it again. So hold on, stop video. Let's go over here to Zoom, and then let's go back to meeting.
Okay, so while she's doing that, I'm just going to talk a little bit. We talked about 7 products for our hair so far. We talked about a promotional shave cream. Sometimes we do have that in a tube for men. We used to have a whole line of shave cream. We don't have that right now. Then in our baby toddler, we have a total of 4 products. So in baby toddler, we have the Tender Moments baby hair body wash. We have the Tender Moments in the lavender chamomile. The lavender chamomile would be a type of line that you want to suggest to your clients for evening bathing for the baby, because it kind of the sense of the chamomile and lavender is a calming scent. So it calms the baby when you use that line of products. So in that, we have baby hair and the body wash. Okay, in the Tender Moments on page 77, we have 1, 2, 4 toddler. We have a hair detangle. Just like we have in our Shine and Spray, it's a little bit of a different formula. If you don't have it, I suggest to when you can get it in a bundle, go ahead and buy it and try it. Because just because it says it's formulated for a toddler doesn't mean that you yourself can try to use that. And that is for $15 and 8.4 fluid ounce. Also on page 77 is the Tender Moment Toddler Shampoo. Again, it is formulated different than the baby hair and body wash. So it is a shampoo that's $16, 4.2. Sometimes Jafra might have promotions on hair gel, like in the skid line for the young boys, and the young girl, the wonderful Coretta, might have hair detangle. One of the other things that Jafra has that is hair related, and we don't think about this, on page 68, Jafra Daily Hair Minimizing Antiperspirant Deodorant. That is a roll-on. Hair minimizing. What does that mean? I can't tell you all the details of that, but perhaps that it minimizes in some way. Maybe it closes the follicle of hair under the arm, and this is an antiperspirant. So there we have it. These are our Jafra products that we have in our product catalog. What we're going to do now is go to our November catalog. So Vicki, if you can pick up the November catalog like you first had when you were sharing your screen.
That's what
It
I'm,
was November only.
here we go. Let's go back over here. I had that all set up. I'm sorry, Bronwyn. It's like,
Hey,
okay, we will see. There it is right there. That for some reason would not behave. So we're going to go back in to the Jafra Hub. Okay, so let's go back into, we're in Zoom right now. We're going to share the screen. We're going to go into here and then we're going to go into Jafra. Here we go. We will go into Jafra, just so you know how we find it.
when she goes to business,
And we're going to business and we're going to monthly updates. And then
and
we're
then
going to go in here to the monthly brochure and we want the virtual one.
okay. So we're going to do this real quick, Vicki, because we have something else we have to squeeze in over here before we run out of time. So let's go to page 3. And this again, I'm only highlighting right now as to what the hair only. Okay, on page 3, 30%. A, B, E, F, and G are all hair care related. Did you know? Let's go to page 40, Vicki. So we're going real fast to page 40. That's almost toward the end of the book. And
I've got a
page,
minimize here. Let's see, 40. Okay, here we go.
page 40 is going to our botanical expertise hair care in the line of color. Okay. And this happened when we had talked about it as the highlight, and that's okay, because what we want to see, go back, that's okay. What we really, really want to talk about, though, is to let you know, hair care set. This is a bundle. The free gift is the nourishing oil. When I put mine in, I had a substitute of the split end, and I was satisfied with that. This hair nourishing oil was the bonus with $21 retail value. The split ends is a $22 retail value, a fabulous product, a great substitute. So maybe by now it's changed, but I'm just saying when I put my order in, it was different. Okay, so we also then are going to page 50 and 51, Vicki. And on page 50 and 51, oh, you passed it. Oh, no,
I just,
okay.
no, I
Well,
didn't.
page, you can go to the baby because we're only talking about hair care right now. So go back to page 48. That's where we have the baby things. And in babies today of the November catalog, we have the cleansing hair and body in the regular of the tender moment line. And then in the lavender chamomile, the hair and body wash. And then on page 50 and 51, in our business kits, there is no hair. Let's go to the add a party pack. And when you look at the mixed pack, you will see the mask and the nourishing oil. We also have, you see 2 tubes there, baby body, hair, and body wash is one of them. So we have a great, I want to say, line of hair care. So now we're going to not talk about hair care because in the highlights, that I did on November 6th. It's on YouTube. You can hear all about the details of our color care line that I talked about then. What I want to do quickly, Vicki, is go to cyber specials. So we are going to Jafra Shop.
Okay. Here we go. Let's go back up here because I think this was in my way. So here we go. Get this out of the way. Nope, nope, nope.
So if you are taking notes to talk to your teams about this, we are going into our Jafra hub, jafrabiz.com. We are going to the shop area, and that will be on the first column. Vicki is going to drop down to special offers. She's going to look at, see where it says weekly offer, just click on weekly offers, which is exactly what we're looking at. Now, the cyber special started on Sunday. This is only a weekly offer through Thursday. Please write that down. Only good till Thursday. When Jafra put this offer up, they showed 3 products and it was something new. So you're looking at it right now. Oh my goodness, it's a 2-piece set of the Ferteria. It is that citrus one and the coconut. Fabulous scent in the lip balm. If you stocked up on the lip balm, you're ready to go with a 3-piece set. $16. 50% ordering consultant is $8. Right next to it is the bonus size. 2 products, bonus size body care. It is $49. As you know, one of the last offers we had, it was at $59. We thought that was fabulous. $49, even better. Choose 2, 16.9 fluid ounce. You are choosing between 9 bonus size products, and how you find that is the quick view. Okay, Vicki, let's drop a little bit more.
Look what they did, Bron, when they brought the perfume samples up. Look.
They did. I noticed. That's why we're talking about it, because they also added this dual eyeliner was not there yesterday. This is today. So the dual eyeliner, 50%, folks, $350. You can't go wrong. I absolutely love this. The quick view. Oh my gosh, this Royal Body Smooth and Tone. Don't miss this. A $59 product at retail price, 30% ordering consultant, $15. Stock up. Everybody will absolutely love this product. Fragrances, mini fragrances, 3. You get 3 for $23. And when you
let's do the quick view.
You are getting 50% off on that. These are all of the listed perfumes. The perfumes, there are some for everybody, for kids, for women. There are some for the young youth, and then we have the men. So don't miss this. This has bubblegum. This has Diamond Union. This has things you may not have in your sampler. And please don't forget, refill. You must teach and train your consultant to say refill with these minis. This is the time to get it. There's also another product that they have added, and that is the Royal Eye stick. And that product is $27. There you go, Vicki. It's the very last product there for $15. That means as a 50% ordering consultant, this is $7.50 on a regular price, $27. This is your time. Stock up on it. Get that sapphire look, and you are ready for the holiday. And we're out of time.
You forgot to talk about this one. Did you talk about that?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did already.
Oh my gosh, this one is so hot.
I know. Okay, so here's what I want to add to tonight.
Okay, we've got I'll share.
Thursday is the last day of November. So remember, this is only available through Thursday. December 1st is Friday. Don't miss the Jafra business meeting. It's the last business meeting of the year. We'll take you through everything of what's being offered to us in the month of December. order your December books. If you didn't order them, we will be here on the Hive on Monday at 4 o'clock Pacific time, going through the December best offers. So December is a short month because we get right into our Christmas season. We get right into Christmas Day. We won't be here. So don't miss the first couple of weeks. And Vicki, you have your December book.
It came. It
Okay.
came.
Okay. I'm glad that's the picture. If you are a VIP, go in VIP and shop, because right now, this product you see on the cover is in your VIP shop for you to order today. So don't miss these opportunities, folks. Thank you for coming to Live in the Hive.
Yep, there we go. Here's our book. I got to stand in front of it for you. We'll be introducing that next week. Wow. I tell you, if you don't go in every day and check what the specials are, you're going to be left behind. We're going so fast. It's like, oh my gosh. Bronwyn, that was amazing training. Great for anyone that you're bringing into Jafra. Let them watch that on my YouTube channel to introduce them to the Jafra Hair Care. What a beautiful presentation that was. So again, remember, we have it recorded for history so that you show parts of it at a meeting or whatever. It's there for you. And I thought it was excellent training. See you next week, and we will be live on the Hive. And I can't think of what we're doing next week. I don't know why. I can't think of it, but I know
December book.
the December book is next week, introducing the December book. So happy holidays, happy end of the month. Let's forge in. I can't believe, again, as we always say, what happened to November? So have a great week, and may all of you leaders have a very push week to make those calls, reach out to everyone. Let's place those orders and take advantage of these great sales that Jafra is giving to us. Bye. And we'll stay on for a few minutes. Let's see, here we go. Bye, Facebook friends. I'm going to say goodbye to you first. Thanks for being there. And then we're going to say goodbye to all of you that are watching us at a later time.